on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to And let's go to
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We ready! And let's go And let's go
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin straps.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You already make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We ready! And let's go! And let's go! It's a wrap. Game over.
No, this game is not over. We're just getting started right here on the lunch break, powered by Jones Media and Entertainment. And we are broadcasting live on Roku, courtesy of BS3 TV. That's right. If you got a Roku streaming device, all you got to do is download BS3 TV, and you're going to have the lunch break plus a lot of other great programming. And I mean, there is a lot of it. Everybody on the BS3 network is strong and getting it on. So, again, glad to be a part of the BS3 family. It's Freestyle Friday, and we're going to get it in today. I've got a special guest joining me because one of my special guests decided to go skydiving for her birthday, and now she can't hear out of one of her ears. So she asked to be rescheduled to not this coming Friday, but the Friday after that. Not Good Friday, but the Friday after that. So, you know, let me tell you something. I love these queens, so I am going to definitely accommodate that. But I got another one coming on today, and as soon as she jumps in, we will get her in. So, real quick, Trey Pike, good read. He is backing Coach Flores as well as two other coaches. But good eve. For those who have not heard, a couple of other coaches have added their names to the lawsuit filed by Brian Flores against the NFL and some of their teams, claiming discriminatory hiring practices. And I got to tell you, a couple of the names that have been added, they got legitimate cases. One of them being Steve Wilks, who was the one-and-done coach in Arizona. And a lot has come out. A lot of folks just say, oh, well, he wasn't good. But when you find out that he wanted to draft Josh Allen, but instead got stuck with Josh Rosen. And, oh, yeah, by the way, Josh Allen was still available when Arizona made that pick. You'll see that, again, there's stuff that goes on that the casual fan does not know about. And then the other one is former defensive coordinator Ray Horton, who said he went through a sham interview for the vacant head coaching job with the Tennessee Titans. So add Arizona, add Tennessee, add Steve Wilks, add Ray Horton to the list with Brian Flores. And again, I don't know if this case will ever see the light of day in court, but very similar to what you saw with Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed, you very well could see an out-of-court settlement with a non-disclosure agreement. And before everybody gets all goofy, that is typically the way businesses handle their legal issues because they don't want to even risk the possibility that they could suffer a judgment against their organization. I've been there. That was one of my responsibilities with a Fortune 100 company. So just say this thing is getting a little deeper than most folks thought. And now that you've got two legitimate, and I use those words very carefully because that nonsense that your boy Hugh Jackson was talking about, that wasn't legitimate. That wasn't legitimate. 1 minute it was this, the next minute it was that. The next minute was like, no, nothing happened, my bad. Let me go try to hire Art Browse as my offensive coordinator down at Graham. I'm talking about legitimate claims against the league, its teams, and their hiring practices. And what's interesting is on the allegation that Brian Flores was being paid and encouraged by the owner of Miami to tank so that they could get a better draft pick, number one draft pick. He apparently made notes about that back in 2019. So this is not something that came up after the fact. He's got receipts from 2019. Trey Pike, Mike Mularkey, who ultimately got the head coaching job in Tennessee, is the one backing them. And you know what? I've always said this about Mike Mularkey. Stand-up dude. Stand-up dude. Stand-up dude. There's a couple of allies in the league. There are a couple of allies in the league. And I'm calling names. Bruce Arians, got to give him love for his support. I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save the next one for last. Because some folks disagree with me on that. Bruce Arians, definitely an ally. Not a head coach, but definitely one of the power brokers in the NFL right now, even though he's young, an ally because he did it when he was coming out of college into the NFL and had a whole lot to lose. And I'm talking about Joe Burrow, ally. And then the one that I didn't want anybody to get hung up on, I think that what he did was strategic and on purposeful, and that's Bill Belichick. Gonna call him an ally. I know other people have other stories and other situations. I'm talking about on this. If it had not been for his text message to Brian Flores, where he supposedly thought he was talking to, Brian Debo, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, that started a lot of this. I think that was the catalyst, if you will, to push Brian Flores to say something about it. But Mike Mularkey is definitely in the ally category, and I appreciate him standing up because that could affect his future in the NFL, and I do know for a fact that he wants to coach again. So, again, off and running here on Freestyle Friday, and because it's Freestyle Friday, Keith Hennig, Trey Pike, and others, you set the menu today. Whatever you want to talk about, sports-related or not, I'm here to talk about it with you until my special guest jumps on, and then all eyes on her. All right. So, Tiger Woods, big surprise yesterday. Tiger Woods finished one under par, almost holed one out, almost had a hole in one. Tiger Woods, before the day started, was tied at 10th, one under par. The leaders were at 4 under. So got to give love to Tiger no matter what he does for the rest of the tournament. For him to come back and shoot that strong and almost hole one out in his first tournament back since that horrific car accident literally almost cost him his leg, at least the lower part of his leg. Hey man, listen, I said yesterday that Tiger Woods had no pressure. He's playing with house money. He got nothing to lose. If he didn't play well, hey, it was first tournament back from a major injury. If he did play well, here you go. Trey Pike. Here's the topic. Greatest all-time athlete. Notice the word athlete. Who you got? We've had this discussion before on this show, Trey, and my answer hadn't changed. Serena Williams. Greatest all-time athlete, Serena Williams. Look at her success. look at her longevity, and look at the fact that she won a major championship while pregnant. I'm sorry. Tom Brady, even the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, can't say that. When you add that one piece in, she's got all the hardware, she's got the longevity, and she's got something that no male athlete can ever do. Serena Williams, greatest athlete of all time, according to AJ on the lunch break, bar none. Don't at me, it's already been proven. Snowman, what's going on, my brother? How are you? Big shout out to my brother Cole Johnson. If y'all have not tuned in to Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, you're missing it. I got a hint for you. It's right there on BS3 TV. Right there on BS3 TV. Keith Hennig agrees with me. Serena Williams is the GOAT. Trey, who you got? Trey Pike, you asked the question. I gave you my answer. It's been seconded by Keith Hennig. Who you got? Greatest athlete of all time. Trey Pike said Serena Williams, definitely my top female athlete. Jim Thorpe, greatest male athlete. You know what? I can give you that if you break them out, male and female. But I took the question at face value. If I gotta go greatest athlete of all time, bar none, I gotta go Serena Williams on top of the men. No man can say, well, man, I won that Super Bowl while I was pregnant. No man can say I hit all those home runs while I was pregnant. No man can say I was the fastest man of all time while I was pregnant. So that one little caveat puts Serena Williams on the top podium, on the top deal for me. But if I break them out, men and women, Serena Williams by far the greatest female athlete. And male athlete Jim Thorpe, because of all the different things that he did, I can see that. But man, let me tell you something. There have been a couple of freak of natures. One of them, of course, Wilt Chamberlain. One of them being Wilt Chamberlain. The other one being Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a freak of nature. Muhammad Ali could have probably been good in any sport that he played. Whether it had been boxing, whether it had been football, whether it had been baseball, whether it had been basketball, Muhammad Ali was one of those freak of nature athletes. A lot of people did not realize the athletic ability that Muhammad Ali had. And then here's another name for you. Here is another name for you. He didn't have the success and he didn't have the longevity. But man, Bo Jackson was just crazy to look at. All right, you know what, Keith Hennig? I'm muting you. Keith Hennig, I'm going to mute you. You've been muted. I don't even know how to mute, but if there's a button that mutes you, Keith Hennig, Russ Howard is a close second. Amazing curling professional. Keith, I love you, man. I'm serious, brother. You bring joy to my life. You bring joy to my life. All right, what else y'all want to talk about besides curling? If it's curling, I ain't got you. I'm not with you. Major League Baseball opening day. You know, what does Aaron Judge do? The Yankees offered him a $200 million contract extension. I know Joe wanted to be up in that 350 area like some of the other athletes out there, but $200 million. What do you do with that? Stop what you're doing. I cannot say because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to, because I reserve that for King Doc of Queen 3 and King. But stop what you're doing and bow down to the queen. I'm telling you, man, I love this lady for free. I love her like breathing. I do. I don't even know if she likes me as much as I love her, but I love her.
Oh my gosh.
Felecha Addison-Williams. How you doing, sis?
Hey, Will, how are you?
You better throw that hair to the side. Talk about, I look my best today. Child, you always fly.
Aw, you're so sweet. Look
I'm
at
just telling you
you.
the truth. Listen, on my mama, on my hood, you look fly. You look good.
I'll take that. Thank you so much. I'll take that. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Y'all, if y'all don't know, you better ask somebody. This lady right here literally does it all. And it's funny that you tuned in right then, because they were just asking me about the greatest athlete of all time. And I went straight to a woman, Serena Williams, for me, greatest athlete of all time. One thing that she can say that no other athlete on the male side can say is that she won the chips, she had the longevity, and she won a major championship while she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's major.
That's it. That's it.
That's
I'm talking
major,
Tom Brady, Muhammad Ali, game over, but you can't say that. So Serena Williams.
They cannot.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
I'll
you,
take
my
it.
friend, do so much that people have no idea what all you do. First of all, let's talk about that shirt that you're wearing. 366 Lounge. It is a phenomenal Sky Lounge and event center. Tell us about it.
Well, it is a very upscale lounge, 25 and up. It's grown, it's sexy, it's one of those things that's kind of a throwback because people don't get dressed up to go out anymore.
Right.
So here you can do that at the 366 Sky Lounge. And the event center is a place where you can do weddings, parties, whatever it is. And it's just a gorgeous space. We're on the 20th floor overlooking the city. The view is phenomenal.
I got to tell you, I was able to go up there because of some filming that we were doing, but tell everybody where it is, tell everybody the hours and all that kind of good stuff so they can check it out for themselves.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right now, big boss.
I was just letting somebody know I was in an interview. I couldn't just jump out. Okay. So no worries. We're located at 363 North. Hold on, because I always get the name confused with the address. So the name of the lounge is 366 Sky Lounge and Event Center.
Right.
But the address is 363 North Sam Houston Parkway East.
Right.
And we're on the 20th floor. Like on Fridays, we have happy hour from 4 to 6. Come get you a drink, chill out for a little while. And then we start playing some light music and letting you kind of gear up for the night.
Okay.
So you gear up for the night and then the party starts at 7.
All right.
And it's 7 to 1, 7 to 1, 7 to 2, depending on how hard we partying.
Yeah. Felecha Addison-Williams is joining us here on the lunch break. She is phenomenal. She is telling us about the 366 Sky Lounge and Event Center right there at 363 North Sam Houston Parkway, up on the north side. And it's upscale. It's beautiful. It is truly a Sky Lounge because you're up on the 20th floor. The view is phenomenal. And I understand y'all got some good food. At least I heard about the desserts now.
The food is phenomenal. Our chef, he doesn't just do like little regular things that you're going to get everywhere else. Where else can you go and get lamb tacos? Yeah, that's what I said, lamb tacos. Our chef does that. Yes.
Let me fix my mouth.
Right here. Yes, and they're tender and let me just say, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
And then we also have a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. It's a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. It's a cheesesteak wrapped up in an egg roll.
You gotta come through. I love creativity like that. Felecha, let me tell you real quick, little inside between you and me. I done got hooked on the Food Network. I done got hooked on these little cooking shows where they're competing. Tournament of Champions Sunday night. I'm on it so I can check it out. Yes. And I love the creativity of stuff like that. A Philly cheesesteak is classic all by itself.
Right.
The creativity to wrap that bad boy up in an egg roll and it's good. You got me.
It's phenomenal. Yeah. We have a new take on the let me just say there's a restaurant that offers an egg roll that we all love. It's called a Southwest egg roll. Ours is a crispy Southwest egg roll.
Okay.
They can't touch us.
I tried to warn y'all. Y'all didn't listen to me. Now you got to get it all up in your face.
Right here.
That's what's going down at 366 Sky Lounge and Event Center, right at 363 North Sam Houston Parkway, and it's up on the 20th floor. And Felecha said they got a happy hour that starts at 4 o'clock, goes to about 6 o'clock, play some light music, and then it gets at 7 o'clock. Here's the other thing you didn't mention: live music, live entertainment.
Yes, there are days when we do live music. As a matter of fact, this weekend, Saturday, we have Joey Somerville here. We have Kyle Turner here with him. Oh,
You better blow, Kyle! Blow!
Kyle Turner, yes, indeed. Come on, Kyle. Yes. And when I tell you, it's just the best of the best. The people are amazing.
Yeah.
The staff is amazing.
Absolutely.
But when I tell you the atmosphere, oh, it's in the atmosphere. Let's just say that. The atmosphere is phenomenal.
If you're looking for a night where you can go and dress up, dress to impress now, because it is
Please
upscale.
do.
It is
Yes.
upscale. And you can just enjoy some great food, great atmosphere, great drinks, and live entertainment on those specific nights. You want to consider the 366 SkyLounge and Event Center. And again, tell us about the Event Center and how people can schedule different events there.
Okay, and I'm going to do that, but let me just share one more thing with you, just between us.
No problem.
On Sundays, on Sunday evenings, the second and fourth Sunday, we do a little line dancing class, a little swing out class.
You gotta come through. You gotta come through. I know people who have said they wanted to take line dancing and swing and all that kind of stuff. And they can do it right there at
they can do it right here at the 366 SkyLounge.
Now, do
on
they need to sign up for that? It's second and fourth Sunday. Do they need to sign up or do they need to just come?
Well, they can buy tickets at the door. We'll even give you a little snack because you might get a little famished from all that dancing and going on. We'll give you a little something to eat, a little something to drink. It's included with your ticket. Okay. You can learn how to be grown and sexy to do that sexy swing. Yes. When you show up for the club, like, oh, I know that one. Oh, I got this. Yes.
Now, see, people don't know a lot about my other side. I do a little Christian counseling in my other life. And one of the things I always ask couples, when's the last time y'all went out on a date? When's the last time when's the last time you put the kids up or let them go stay with granny and them, and you really went without worrying about, having to get home and da-da-da-da-da. And man, let me say something like that. Line dancing and just being in an atmosphere like that can do wonders for relationships.
Ooh, can it not? Yes. Because, you work up a sweat here and then you go home and, work up a different one.
You better come on, grown and sexy.
I'm sorry. We want to make sure no children listening.
I mean it. I got to tell you, this is phenomenal. I'm glad we did this. I'm sorry we didn't do it sooner, but it just was on my heart when we talked the other day to get you on, get the word out. Now, listen, you got to talk about the owners. You got to talk about the founders because they are phenomenal people, and I absolutely love them to life.
Yes, they're amazing. Yeah. Now, first and foremost, we have a variety. So we have multiple owners. Okay. There is Sonia Lowe. Yeah. Who is a phenomenal woman in and of herself. Yes. She does a little this, a little of that. But, she's a woman of God. Exactly. Yep. She's a woman of God. We've got Marietta Willis. Yep. She is a financial whiz. Man, she can tell you, for real. She can tell you what to do with your money, how to increase it, and have those multiple streams of income. Yep. Yep. We've got Calvin Urson. Man, that dude, a lot of people don't see him because he's behind the scenes. And you got to have You gotta have it. Yep. He is behind the scenes, just making things happen. Yep. But when I tell you, he does a lot of things as well. Yeah. So our owners they believe in multiples. They believe in multiples, but they also know how to put the right people in place to make sure that everything runs accordingly.
Point given, right there.
Yeah. It's me. Not to brag or nothing, but it's me.
Let me tell you again, y'all got to check it out. Grown and sexy folks looking for something upscale, something where you ain't bumping up with a bunch of teeny bobbers. 25 and up. It's upscale, just impressed. They get it going. Happy hour from 4 to 6, and then 7 o'clock. Man, you can really, really enjoy yourself. It's the 366 SkyLounge and Event Center at 363 North Sam Houston Park in Houston. Zip code 77060, I believe.
60, you on it. Absolutely.
And y'all be sure y'all see my friend. Tell her you heard it on the lunch break. You brought your significant other out there, or your boo or your bae, and y'all just have a good time. Now, Felecha, before I let you go, you do a whole lot of other things. You are an acting coach. You are an actor. You are a writer. You produced. You just do a phenomenal, just wide breadth of things. Talk about all that. Talk about some of that and how you got started on the art side of things.
On the art side of things, I love creativity. Just love it. And as far as acting, according to my mom, I showed up here acting. That's just what I did. So I just had to take a few classes, in between, do that too.
Yeah.
So, and I love acting, but I love bringing it out of other people that have a natural gift, and I can, work with them and show them how to get their best and put it on screen. Love that. So that's the acting coach part. Producing, directing, and writing. Oh my gosh, I don't have time to do a lot of that these days. But when I do, I generally like to work with one of my sisters, partners, best friends, most incredible woman. That would be Shacolby, Shentell, and I'm sure you'll be talking to her soon.
Man, let me tell you something. She was going to be your surprise today, because I talked to you about you coming on, and I talked to her about coming on, and then she went skydiving for her birthday yesterday.
She did. Yes,
and she said she hadn't gotten her hearing back in one of her ears, so she made me cry. She made me cry, so she couldn't come on this week. And that's why when you said you were coming on, I was like, start dancing like Carlton. And I'm like, man, Shacolby. But you know what? Like you said, she's so phenomenal.
Oh man, she is phenomenal. And and I'm just blessed to be able to work with such phenomenal people. But there are really no words to explain how amazing it feels to be able to do the things that you love, and just to be able to help other people do the things that they love and support them, and still everybody's winning. Yeah, that's a plus.
Well, let me tell you, if it had not been for Shacolby, I never would have gotten started on this side. And the bug has bitten me all over, because I love the bit of it. I don't want to just play a pastor. I want to be the old dude out in the parking lot.
Yes.
I want to be the old daddy. I want to be whatever I can be. And one of the people that inspires me, that I am going to be teaming up with to do some acting coach classes and what have you, is Felecha. So if there's anybody out there that wants to tap into their passion to maybe start acting or has been acting and want to take it to the next level, how do they reach you?
They can reach me on social media and on IG. Because my name is so unique, it is just my first name, Felecha. Well, my name may not be unique, but the spelling of it is unique.
It is.
It is unique. And it's Felecha. You can find me that way on IG, which is where I am most likely. You can find me at Facebook under Felecha Addison-Williams. Or if you just type in my name, Felecha, it will pop up. Amen. And I'm even on Twitter. But on Twitter, I am at the Queen Fee. My friends did that. Yeah.
And that's the way it is, though. They didn't lie, and neither are you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, listen, thanks for making time for us today. Again, I'm going to be encouraging everybody to get out to the 366 SkyLounge and Event Center. You got an upscale event coming up that you really want to be proud of. Get with Felecha. Find out about how you can rent out space in the event center. Seriously, you'll be glad you did. Fee, thank you so much. And again, we're going to have you back on. We're going to have you back on.
I look forward to it.
All right. Thank you so much. Tell everybody to say hey, okay?
Okay, we'll do. All right. Have a great day.
You too.
All right.
Y'all, I'm telling you, I love her for free, and I mean that. I mean that. She is phenomenal, and she does a great job at everything she puts her hands to. So, again, if you want to get out, have just like an upscale, nice night out with the fam, you got to get over to the 366 SkyLounge and Event Center. It's up on the 20th floor. The view is phenomenal. The movie that I'm in, we just shot part of it in the SkyLounge, and it is phenomenal. Just a little shameless plug. Be looking for Soulmates. Soulmates is the name of the movie. It's coming up in the cinematic affair. And when I get Shacolby, Shentell back on, she'll tell you more about the cinematic affair and where you can see Soulmates by an amazing brother, Jamal Williams. Let me tell you, there are not many more talented than Jamal Williams. And I mean, bar none. I'm not talking about on an indie level. I'm not talking about on a local level. I'm talking about on a global level. And he's award winning. Him, Shacolby, Malcolm is another one that I've had on the show that, man, these young people, these young people are phenomenal. Okay, Mike Patton, her Twitter handle is The Queen Fee, F-E, The Queen Fee. In fact, I'll send you her link in Twitter. I'll make sure you have it. Mike Patton says, when I come to Houston, I gotta come to the lounge. Holla at AJ and also Kim Y. Davis. Brother, you gotta do it. In fact, we'll make plans to go by because the food, she ain't lying, is amazing. They got a top chef at the SkyLounge, and man, I'm telling you, you would love to do it. Doc, come down, King Doc. Come down, bring the queens with you. Did I see one of the queens on? I thought I saw, yeah, Queen Mika. Queen Mika, good afternoon, AJ. I haven't heard anything after she said lamb chops. This sounds like my type of place. All right, just for y'all now, don't Trey Pike, Captain Pike, don't be trying to get in. Nobody else. King Doc, Mika, and the rest of the queens, when y'all come down to Houston, we go into the SkyLounge, and your night is on me. Your night is on me. And I mean, get them lamb chops, get whatever you want. Doc, you get one drink, Doc. You get one drink, because the way you was running after that, the way you was promoting that medicinal marijuana over at the VA, you get one drink, King Doc. You don't get no more than that. You don't get no more than that. And Mike Patton touring the AFC South, you already know when you come through, that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be. Look, Mike Patton said, man, I'm hungry now. Well, let me just tell you, I am so glad to have good friends like that in the fold. Again, Shacolby Shentell was supposed to be on the show. She did, literally. I was not making that up. She went skydiving yesterday for her birthday. And for those who don't know, you're not in a plane, you jump out of a plane. So the whole pressurization inside the plane doesn't happen outside the plane. So she lost her hearing in one ear. It hadn't come back yet. So when it does, we'll schedule her not this coming Friday, which is Good Friday, a week from today, but we'll do the next one. All right. Mika says she's doing her Carlton dance now. Man, let me tell you, I can't wait to hang out with y'all. Y'all are literally like family. King Doc, I'm gonna be lit already. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all stop. If you're driving, keep your hands on the steering wheel, not steering, steering wheel. And stretch your hands to your TV, your computer, your tablet, your smartphone, and say these words: Lord, help. Lord, help. Lord, help, King Doc. That's your child. Help him, Lord. Help him. Man, you are hilarious. What am I gonna do with you? My brother like no other. All right, now let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. It's Freestyle Friday. It's the bottom of the hour. So let me hit the station ID real quick. Let me hit the station ID real quick, and then we'll come right back.
BS3 Network is now on ROKU TV under BS3 TV. Download today.
All right. Thank you, Ben Sutter III, and all the good folks, part of the BS3 Network. I am glad to be in the family. CJ, did you pray or are you just laughing? Because that young man now need prayer. He need not prayer, he need prayer. He needs some good fervent prayer. While on others thou art calling, do not pass King Doc by. I'm calling you. Y'all, man, leave me alone. So anyway, it's Freestyle Friday. It's Freestyle Friday, and we want to talk about anything you want to talk about. Captain Trey Pike put a good question out there talking about who's the greatest athlete of all time. I took it literally. Greatest athlete of all time, bar none, a woman, Serena Williams. Serena Williams, for me. He said greatest female athlete, Serena Williams. For him, Jim Thorpe, greatest male athlete of all time. Let's see. King Doc said, I'm coming by myself. They can be there at the same time, but I'm going to be solo dollar. Solo Dola. I have a few Houston corners to. Hey, man, give us your location. Yo, dog, send us your location so we know, how to look out for it. This Houston, man. This ain't Dallas, bro. We gotta keep tabs on you. That thing gonna be blank. My screen gonna look like this when I say, Doc, send me your location. It's gonna be blank. It ain't gonna have nothing but the date and time on it. No location whatsoever. All right. CJ said she just laughed. Let's see. Touring the AFC South, Mike Patton said, John Lebon says that Jim Brown played basketball at Syracuse too. Bet you didn't know that one. I think you're right. Excuse me. Let me get a little bit of my beverage. Yes, Lord. First of all, Mike Patton, man, had one of those interviews that anybody that's true to the game of broadcast journalism has to be proud of him. Mike Patton got a chance to interview one of the history-making athletes at Syracuse University, and he's part of a group called the Syracuse Nine. These are players that were black players at a time where they didn't want black players in, that literally got suspended and lost their ability to play because of protesting the way that they were being treated and what was going on with black people in our community. And Mike Patton got a chance to interview John, am I saying it right? Loban. And not only did he get firsthand information about what they went through, but he got some gems like that. Jim Brown, who played at Syracuse, also played basketball there and was a great athlete. I didn't know about Jim Brown, but I was told by people who knew Muhammad Ali growing up that he would have been a top level athlete in any sports. Syracuse 8. Syracuse 8. Syracuse 8. Now, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there one that was left out? I did a little history on them before. Was it 8 and another brother got left out of the situation, or was it 7 and they again they listed them as a Syracuse 8. I'll do my own research again, but I thought there was one brother that didn't get included in the group, the Syracuse 8, because of the way he went about things. So anyway, I'll check that out. But anyway, phenomenal. Mike Patton, phenomenal. That's why I call you brilliant, brother, because I like how you handle your business. I like the detail and the breadth of your interviews, and I like that they're just real down to earth. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't crazy. I wasn't having a senior moment. There was another brother that wasn't on the team or actively playing at the time of the boycott. Got you. Yeah. So again, man, for those who don't know, you need to check out Touring the AFC South, wherever you get your podcast, and listen to that one, because it is solid gold. It is solid gold. And Mike Patton, I take my hat off to you, brother. You are, again, one of the phenomenal young brothers in this business. And, hey, man, I love everything you're doing. All right. King Doc says, you'll have to get rebaptized if you hang with me, brother. No, I won't. No, I won't. Did y'all see the 5 heartbeats? Y'all remember Choir Boy? Yeah, I could be Choir Boy. I could be Choir Boy in more ways than one. So yeah, man, let's hang. All right, Mike Patton just learned all the broadcast and journalist stuff by paying attention and applying the lessons. Well, see, that's the thing a lot of people don't get. Yeah, you got the traditional way of going to school for it and studying it, and then developing your skills that way. And then you got people who just get out here and get down in the dirt and dig it out. And Mike Patton, you finding gems, brother. I know you found some rocks and some trash along the way, but You brother, are pulling out gems in people in your interviews and the way you do your work. So, man, keep at it. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing is not on par with anything else out there, because that's a lie and the truth ain't in them. So I do, man. And I'm not just saying that because, you and I are developing a relationship. I'm telling you that because it's the truth. All right. Captain Trey Pike. Jim Thorpe played 3 professional sports as well as being a multi-event Olympian. Won a gold medal with 2 different size shoes he found in a garbage can because someone stole his. Hey, bro, ain't no argument. Ain't no argument on Jim Thorpe. I mean, like you said, in football, golf, and track and field. What am I missing? Football, golf, track and field. What else am I missing? Oh, hey, brother, I just speak facts. I just speak facts. I told my son the other day, man, I'm too old to fight. I'm too old to run, and I'm definitely too old to lie. Now, if I don't tell you, that's just my business. I ain't telling you my business, but to lie to your face, nah, we'll never do that, brother. You for real. You real deal. And I love what you did during Women's History Month. Again, Mike Patton, touring the AFC South, had women guests on for the entire month of March. And when I'm telling you, he had hitters. He had flamethrowers. And I said on the Twitter post, epic, because these ladies were not just great female broadcast journalists. These were great broadcast journalists, period. No classification needed. But they represent the women well. I mean it. They represent the women well. And I give you kudos for being committed to it. All right. I like how y'all got us freestyling for real today, man. I usually say it's Freestyle Friday and I talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, no, you're right, Mike. You're right. Say that out loud with your chest for the people in the back like me who can't hear it. Not just women, but black women. Yeah, bro. Yep. I'm with you. And that's why I said epic. Ben Sutter III said, Doc not lying. Hey, man, I'm going to roll with Doc. I'm going to at least try and run with him a little bit. I'm going to try to run. I'm going to at least do the first leg of the 4x100. I'm going to at least try to do the first leg of the 4x100. Yeah. Trey Pike, basketball for 2 years, wasn't discovered till the mid-2000s. 4 pro sports if you counted golf. Okay, there we go. When you said 3, I knew about the golf, I knew about the football, and I knew about the track. Basketball, you're right. I forgot about that one. And then the Olympic track and field in the Olympics, football, baseball, basketball, and golf in the pros. That's what's up. Yeah, greatest athlete of all time. I ain't got no argument there. Yep. Yeah, we got to show the queen some love always. That's why I wanted to have the 2 queens on today with Shacolby Shentell, who just celebrated her birthday yesterday, jumped out of a plane. And I'll wait till I get her on. But, man, let me tell you something. That Sky Bar and Lounge, that Felecha, Felecha, Addison-Williams was talking about. I was on the 20th floor, and I looked over the rail. You know how they have the elevator bay and you have the atrium, and I looked over the rail all the way down to the first floor. I started feeling funny up in here, and I used to dive off of 10-meter towers. I was feeling funny. It's something about getting a little older. Stuff I used to do that didn't affect me was just like, man, I'm jumping out of off a tower and doing dives. Now just looking down did something to me, and I want to go skydiving. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to jump out of somebody's perfectly good plane and have a dude or a woman attached to my back trying to make sure that we don't all die. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it. I'm just telling you my truth. So I had to celebrate the queen, Shacolby Shentell, Felecha, Addison-Williams on the show today because, it's Freestyle Friday. I've been talking to y'all fellas for all week long, so I wanted to get some queens on here. I wanted to get some queens on here. So, but anyway, let me do a quick check on Tiger Woods. Let me see what Tiger's doing real quick before we wrap this thing up. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go, Tiger. Here we go. Bump, bump. Here we go, Tiger. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Tiger Woods. Oh, he just teed off. He just teed off, but they've had a little movement. He started the day tied for 10th, but in the early tee times, now he's tied for 13th. But he just teed off. He just teed off a few minutes ago. All right. Before Felecha came on, I was talking real quick about Major League Baseball opening day yesterday, and one of the sub stories of the day, Aaron Judge got a $200 million offer, contract extension by the New York Yankees. And somebody said this is going to be the start of Aaron Judge's farewell tour to the New York with the New York Yankees. I can't see him playing anywhere else. I know he's young. I know he'll probably switch teams at some point. But already, if the Yankees fumble that ball, Brian Cashman should be fired. Unless the Steinbrenners are the reason why Cashman doesn't negotiate for a bigger contract. If you lose Aaron Judge, as young as he is, as talented as he is, and he's already in the city that most of those kind of players want to be, I ain't got no love lost for the Yankees. None. Yeah, King Doc said he's just about to tee off. So, yeah. Keith Hennig said, my money says Tiger Woods will finish in the top 5. Let me tell you something. If Tiger makes the cut and gets to play on the weekend, it's a victory. Notice I didn't say any of the top this or top that. If Tiger makes the cut and gets to play throughout the weekend, bam, victory. For real. Victory. Man, that dude almost lost the lower part of his leg. They said he wasn't going to ever be able to do what he did before again. And what's he doing? And almost hold one out yesterday. Almost hold one out. And if you don't know golf, you don't know what I'm talking about. But that's a good thing. You hit if I hit a hole in one, the clothes are coming off. I'm running around the multi-million-dollar golf cart with my belly hanging out. I'm telling you, let me hold one out in Augusta. They're going to put me out. King Doc, you have to come pick me up on the outside because they going to put me out. King Doc, if I hold one out at the Masters in Augusta, I'm going to be like a dude getting out of prison. As soon as I walk through the gate, be there waiting on me, homie. Be there waiting on me, homie, like, my dude. Yeah. So I got to talk about the Astros opening day, and it went better than many people expected. They beat Shohei Ohtani, the dude that won the Cy Young and almost won the the batting crown last season. They beat them 3-1. Two RBIs by Alex Bregman, including a home run by Yordan Alvarez, and Framber Valdez did not disappoint when Dusty gave him the ball to open up the season. Opening day starter. No runs, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts over 6 2/3 inning. That's an opening day start. As far as the young man who was filling in for Carlos Correa, young shortstop Jeremy Pena, nothing to write home about. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. But listen, it's a big jump from the Sugarland Skeeters to the Houston Astros. Young man didn't make an error out in the field, took care of his business defensively. The bat will come. So they'll play the Angels again tonight in LA just after 8:30. And the first home opener for the Astros is going to be April the 18th. They'll be hosting the Angels. So again, Nice win tonight. Hey, we got a whole lot of baseball to play, but again, very nice opening night for the Houston Astros. Rockets are gonna get ready to wrap up their season this weekend. They'll visit Toronto tonight at 6:30, and then they got one more game left after that. They trying to creep, plot. They trying to come for that number one spot in the lottery. They trying to come for the number one spot in the lottery so that they can get another young talent to go with those two in the backcourt, man. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green have really come on offensively at the end of the year. Work on that defense, and I'm telling you, the Rockets going to have something nice. And to get another young top-round draft pick in this upcoming draft to go with what they already have, because Kenyon Martin Jr. is that dude dunked and everybody else had a limit. That dude just kept rising and everybody else had a height restriction. He didn't have one. And then, of course, Jashawn Tate and some of the others that the Rockets have. I'm not saying they're going to make no noise next season, but give them two more. And you're going to see something coming out of these Houston Rockets. All right, let's see. Keith Hennig said, I couldn't ace at putt-putt. Have I ever aced at putt-putt or miniature golf? Because, some people don't like to say putt-putt. I don't think I have either, Keith. King Doc says, it's remarkable what Tiger has done thus far. He hadn't played this level of competition in over 500 days. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad that y'all recognize what Tiger is doing. There's some people that think that it's all Tiger, and he's no longer at the level that he used to be. I say this again. If people don't realize the amount of money and ratings that Tiger Woods has brought to the world of golf, I'm not saying he is golf, and I'm not saying golf won't survive without him. I'm talking about the sport has benefited financially and in ratings and sponsorships because of Tiger Woods. And I'm not going to let people discount that. If you don't want to talk about it with me, don't. But you're not going to stop me from talking about that. A couple of days ago, I reported that the Texans were trying to trade their number one wide receiver. And I said, what the hell are you doing that for? If you trade Brandon Cooks, then who is your young quarterback of the future, Davis Mills? Who are you going to throw to? On a 4-13 team, Brandon Cooks had over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns on a season where you won 4 games and lost 13 of them. Well, apparently the Texans came to their senses. I think they listened to the show. I think they listened to the lunch break on Jones Media and Entertainment. I think that's what they do, because instead of trading him, they re-signed him, and they re-signed him to a 2-year, $39.6 million deal. $39 million of that is fully guaranteed. So glad that Brandon Cooks has, will be staying with the Texans, and he'll give Davis Mills somebody to throw the ball to. I don't want them to get rid of all their talent and make Lovie Smith have to dig it out of the dirt. He already having to dig it out of 2 back-to-back 4-win seasons, but you get to trading away Brandon Cooks, Laramie Tunsil, Titus Howard. My man got to have something to work with. And again, I'm a Lovie Smith fan. I'm not a Houston Texans fan. So we'll see. Let's see what else we got. I think that's everything. I think that's all I got on the local level. All right, let me get ready to wrap this Freestyle Friday up. Anybody got anything else they want to ask me or say before we go? Going once. Going twice. Mika, you still on? Mika, you get the final topic of the day. Yeah, Keith Hennig, you're right. Lovey doesn't have much to work with. And that's not disrespect to the athletes in the building. They are all in the top 1% in their sport. But we all know that there are some 1%ers that are better than the others. That's all we're saying. Nobody's disrespecting, some of the best athletes in the world. We just know that there are some athletes that perform at a higher level in that 1%. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like Lovey has a bunch of those. We'll find out, though. We'll find out if Nick Caserio can earn his money, because everybody's talking about Lovie Smith. Everybody's talking about Davis Mills, Deshaun Watson. Everybody's talking about all these different players. It's time for Nick Caserio to earn his money. You got all these draft picks now. The team is in good salary cap situation, and you got a bunch of first-round draft picks. Let me see what you do with them. See what you parlay that into. So you ain't got nothing? You ain't got nothing. But if you got something, we'll see. We'll know. All right, before I go, let me get Sybil Wilkes on with what you need to know, and then we'll wrap up with the lineup at BS3 TV. All right, as always, y'all, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There is nothing you can do about it except meet me here on Monday for Oh My Goodness Monday as we take the HBCU stroll with the coach, Johnny Cole. All right, here's Sybil Wilkes and what you need to know today.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Friday. Whew, you never look so good. April 8th, 2022. Number 1, the Senate confirmed President Joe Biden's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, in a historic vote that paved the way for her to become the first Black woman to serve on the highest court in our nation. Vice President Kamala Harris, who, by the way, is the first Black woman to serve as vice president, presided over the Senate during the historic vote in her capacity as president of the Senate. The confirmation represents a major victory for Democrats and a way for the president to deliver on a significant campaign promise. Number 2, the Biden administration announced that it is again extending the moratorium on federal student loan payments, interest, and collections, this time until summer's end, August 31st. The U.S. Department of Education also unveiled a plan to reset the roughly 7 million borrowers who are in default, using the pandemic pause to restore their accounts to good standing. According to the latest department data, 500,000 federal student loan borrowers out of more than 43 million have been repaying their loans during the pause. Number 3, quick passage of a bipartisan $10 billion COVID aid bill is unlikely now that Senate Republicans are trying to use the legislation as a way to extend Trump-era immigration restrictions. Republicans want Democrats to allow a vote on an amendment that would extend an order that made it easier to deport migrants at the border. Last week, the CDC announced the order would be terminated on May 23rd, citing improved tools to fight the pandemic, including vaccines and drug therapies. Number 4, the New York Police Department Hate Crimes Task Force is investigating an incident in which an unidentified individual was captured on video shouting anti-gay slurs and attacking a 22-year-old on the subway. Police released a video asking the public to help identify the whereabouts of the unidentified individual sought in connection with the assault. The victim was transported to a hospital in stable condition for lacerations to the head. Number 5, husband and wife team Jakari Thomas and Charlotte Stanton are on their way to realizing one of their dreams with the opening of their signature wine and charcuterie bar. After 18 years of hard work, the couple will open Park Manor 75 on Chicago's South Side. The duo is turning a space previously used as a garage into a cozy spot where customers can relax with fine wine, craft cocktails, small bites, and Stanton's mouth-watering charcuterie boards. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to fully receive God's grace. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.